as a grist mill. And grist mills were common in those days because that's where farmers brought their grain to be ground up into flour and, of course, animal feed and that kind of stuff. And it was then used in various different ways. And then by the end of the 19th century, the whole valley fell into disuse. Nobody was living here anymore. And then it was Will Price in 1901 and his brothers and some other people who bought this mill and the mill across the way to start this little utopian community. And he was quite famous at the time. He was an architect who was very successful. As a matter of fact, the development across the street, Tremor, is named after a hotel that he built in Atlantic City, which was quite famous, which I think has been torn down, like all those things. Jasper Dieter came here. There was the Rose Valley Chorus, which did Gilbert and Sullivan musicals. This is back in 1922.
Right.
And they used the building as well as others, but they now do other things in different places. They haven't actually performed out of here in quite a while, in decades. It's been Hedgerow Theater since 1923. But I don't know of any actual music groups other than the Rose Valley Chorus. But they do. Gilbert and Sullivan that's huge, huge productions. Oh yeah, well this is the Strathaven School District, which is very, very highly regarded. And this is why anytime you find a residential area where the properties are very expensive, hand in hand with that is usually a very good school system, because they want their kids to go to that school system. And they have just a lot of opportunity, and they really promote the idea of going on to college. And this building, 1840, stone. There's a fire that destroyed everything wooden in it in 1985, but the walls are 3.5 feet thick. They stayed standing, so the building was rebuilt around those walls, and a few things added onto it.
Okay.
Well, for instance, that little creek there, that's Vernon Run, named after the Vernon brothers, who were the first to buy the land from William Penn. When you're first, you get to name stuff after yourself.
Yeah.
That's why it's not Ramirez Run or something, There's all farming country. Before that, it was the Delaware Indians, the Lenni Lenape. If you see pictures of the area back at the turn of the last century, there are no trees. There's a tree here and there. The Indians used to burn everything.
Right.
Because if you look through, now it's fall, so you can see through everything. But in the in the summer and stuff, you